Imagine you're on a motorcycle and you're leaning your bike into a corner and it feels like you're getting ready to fall off the inside of the bike. It's unsettling, right? You crash your motorcycle. That crash takes you out of your track day session. That takes you out of your race. That costs you money and clip-ons and body work and repairs and time on not being on the track. So you don't want to do that again. You think you need to fix my body position. I need to fix my muscles. I'm too weak on the motorcycle. I'm not strong enough to be able to actually ride properly. But you're wrong. That's not the issue. The issue is you're doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. My name's Nolan. I race motorcycles professionally. I've raced motorcycles for over 15 years, won the Moto America Superbike Cup Championship. I'm the first Indiana native to ever finish top 3 in a motorcycle road race and won races in the Superbike Cup, etc. The one thing that you need to do is do one thing at a time and do one thing well. Each corner has only 2 parts, where you slow down and where you accelerate. And everything that you do going into a corner, you're slowing down. That's the entry to the corner. Everything that you do when you start speeding up, you're exiting the corner. And the issue that people have is they're not doing one major thing at a time. They go into a corner and they're not really on the brakes. That's awful. If you're not on the brakes, you have no control on the bike. Simple thing, it's going to take 15 seconds off your lap time, is just make sure that you're on the brakes going into a corner. That's number one. And when you're exiting a corner, you need to be on the gas and be on the gas. Feel the thing on the throttle stop. So then you feel the bike actually taking off with you on it. If your corner has multiple points in which you slow down and then speed up and then slow down and then speed up, you've got a major problem. And that's something that's going to be super simple for you to fix, and you're not going to have to think about this again. But it's that every corner has one slowest point, not multiple. But you think, oh, Nolan, you're 100% wrong. What about long corners? So what? I respond, think of the longest corner that you can. Jennings, turn 1. The Ridge, turn 6. Is it New Jersey, turn 10? Every one of those, you have one slowest point. Everything that I'm doing going into that corner, I'm on the brakes. Even if it's light, I'll be on the brakes slowing down up until the point at which I let go of the brake and then I get back on the gas. And then I'm on the gas accelerating out of that corner. And there's times where the bike's leaned over and I'm just on maintenance throttle. But also, I'm not on maintenance throttle for most of that corner. If you were to think of a corner in 3 parts, let's just break it down into thirds, for example. I'm only going to be at maintenance throttle for a little bit of that third point because I want every moment to be either slowing down or speeding up. Everything on the racetrack, simple, is slowing down or speeding up. And that's not because you hear some racer talk about how any time that you're not doing something is wasted time, because that's not necessarily correct. Yes, it may be wasted time in which you're not speeding down or accelerating, but the other thing, the major thing, is you don't have a load on the motorcycle. You're not doing anything. Therefore, that's when you have the greatest risk for something bad to happen, because you're not doing something. You're not slowing down. You don't have load on the front of the motorcycle, and that load on the front of the motorcycle helps your suspension absorb bumps. If you're on the throttle, you have load on the rear of the bike. You have somewhere for bumps to go. You hit a bump and you've got no load. You're not on the brakes, you're not on the gas, you're in this middle gray zone where nothing really happens. You hit a bump, what suspension is supposed to absorb that bump? Is it your front suspension? Is it your rear suspension? Well, you've got neither of them loaded, so where is it going to go? It's going to go through the frame, it's going to go through the tire, it's going to go through something wonky, and you're not going to have a good time. So therefore, have load on the bike. Therefore, you will also become fast by doing it. The key thing is not mixing stuff. When you're on the brakes, be on the brakes. And if you are having max turning, I don't want you hard on the brakes, because what are you going to do? Tuck the front and you're going to crash. Same thing in which if you're on the throttle, I don't want you rolling on the throttle and adding lean angle at the same time. And the trick with anything in life is that there is no trick. This is a principle of life, not some secret to motorcycle road racing. In the book, You Inc., The Art of Selling Yourself, they say, quote, if you wear one memorable item of clothing, never pair it with another. A bold tie makes a powerful visual statement. The same bold tie paired with a bold patterned shirt mutes the message of both and turns the statements into a shout. Meaning, your bold tie is your main focus. Being on the gas, exiting a corner. If you were to also wear a loud patterned shirt, then you're adding lean angle at the same time. You can't do both. You pick one. What's your most important thing? And that's what you do at that time. If your most important thing is being on the brakes, be on the brakes. If your most important thing is turning, then you are turning. You don't do both, okay? Same thing with the gas. Again, another aspect of this, of doing one thing at a time, the Greek historian Plutarch explains it when discussing how to be a better listener. If you are listening, you should listen. Even if the comments made to you are distinctly unwelcome, put up with hearing them and wait for the speaker to finish. And even once the speaker has finished, instead of immediately answering, leave a pause. Wait. See if the speaker wants to add anything or take anything back in which they've said. If you rush a response, you are not listening. You aren't doing one thing at a time. You can focus on what you will say in the pause, but do not think of speaking when you should be listening. Listen when you are listening, think in the pauses, speak when you are speaking. Plutarch calls it scandalous to speak while being spoken to. It is scandalous to be on the gas when you should be braking. It is scandalous to be doing nothing when you should be braking. It is scandalous to be max braking when you should be turning. It is scandalous to add lean angle when you should be getting on the gas. So, in summary of this whole thing, every corner has only two parts, where you slow down and where you speed up. Focus on connecting those two together and your lap time will plummet and your fun on the track will increase. My name is Nolan. If you found this video interesting, give me a follow and I'll see you guys later.